Okay, let's do this one last time. Yes, I know, I'm aware, I'm wearing a Batman t-shirt for a Spider-Verse review. That's besides the point. So, the new Spider-Verse movie is out now, and I feel that it's the perfect time to talk about the original film and how it holds up today. So, let's take a look at Into the Spider-Verse. To give a brief synopsis without giving away too many spoilers, the film talks about young teenage boy Miles Morales, who has trouble fitting in at his new school and has big expectations from everyone around him. His life suddenly changes when a radioactive spider bites him, and the multiverse starts breaking apart, bringing several Spider-Men over to his universe. It's up to Miles to figure all this out and carry immense expectations to save the multiverse and become Spider-Man. Now, as simple as a plot like that can be, it's effective enough for a Spider-Man story, all the while following the hero's journey one-to-one. For example, as soon as the multiverse machine acts is when the Spider-Man start to appear, and Miles' universe start to break apart slowly. This brings in the unknown side of the story. There are so many more examples this film brings with this journey, so I recommend you check off-screen and media's make fic on what else this movie does with the format. The way this film portrays Miles' struggle with expectations of being both a son his parents can be proud of, as well as becoming Spider-Man, are shown perfectly with this film, and even in the sequels. Throughout the film, Miles is a mess with his powers. He's unable to control them properly, as well as not being able to swing from building to building. But when he goes for that leap of faith, you see him finally succeed with his initiation phase, and the most spectacular and jaw-dropping scene in the film. Speaking of this scene, the animation of this film is gorgeous to watch. According to Insider, the film is animated in twos, which makes it so there is a new drawing every 2 seconds, which allows the film to have more speedy movement instead of being an automatic process. Funnily enough, this technique is used in 2D films. This film is completely in 3D, which is why they use both 2s and 1s, allowing the film to be both intense when it needs to be or smooth. This whole process is so in-depth and complicated, yet works amazingly for this film. The whole style of this film, with how they animate action scenes and movements, are so great. Other animated films such as Mitchell's and Versus the Machines and Last Wish have started to replicate it and implement its own style with it. In short, this movie revolutionized cinematic animation, giving a perfect balance between realism and the cartoon style, giving it this amazing feeling. What's more is that the voice acting for this film is perfect. Shamik Moore does a great job portraying Miles as the kid with great expectations. Jake Johnson does one of my new favorite incarnations of Peter Parker, and the rest do a fantastic job with what they're given. Shoutouts to Nicolas Cage for giving a great detective noir voice. One final thing to talk about is the music, because my goodness, it is amazing. While it is all rap music, it fits the feeling of the film with how it's Miles' favorite music to listen to. The main theme of the film, What's Up Danger, is hair-raising during the leap of faith scene, and the songs played during the more somber or darker moments of the film are just perfect. There's no words to describe it. In all honesty, with how great this movie ties in with the themes of expectations, being able to wear the masks no matter who you are, this film is simply amazing. In my honest opinion, aside from Across the Spider-Verse and its upcoming sequel, this is my favorite Spider-Man film. If you have seen it, be my guest and rewatch it. And if you haven't yet, I highly recommend you do. It's an amazing film that brings Spider-Man in a completely different dimension, and one you'll love to rewatch it.